Attempt.
Not to show. What does it show up? And that alarm needs. Come on. Oh, please.
Knock it off. You need to take a day off. That's what you need to do. You need to take a day off.
It's my channel, and I want to run it when I want to run it. Period. You need to turn off the alarms when you come on. Simple.
Yeah, but why? But you gotta understand, why is it so hard to reset the password?
I never had a password for the desktop. Never.
Yeah, but you gotta have a password for your Microsoft account. That was the problem we're having.
Right.
You need to reconfigure your Microsoft account so that you'll be able to I'll be able to do the connection. See, when you do your Microsoft account, it's supposed to be the password for your Microsoft account, not for your local. If it was local, I would have known the local account name. See, nothing's going to be easy if you want to try new things. Okay?
Josh.
I hope you got what I said.
Yep.
If you really want to do it, you got to follow the way you're supposed to be able to do it. Nothing's going to be your way.
Well, then why do you think everything's going to be the way you want it? You need to calm down on that, too. You can't have it every way that you want it.
Wait, that's because I learned. That's the problem. You don't want to learn.
And yet, I got this figured out.
Yeah, we got the tail scale figured out, but we're gonna need to reset that Microsoft password so that I'll be able to access that computer so that you will have remote channels. Without it, remote channels is impossible. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, when I start up the app for that, I see the computer there, but even I can't access it.
Right. That's because we need to change that Microsoft account password. Or try setting up another local and have that computer for remote desktop. Yeah, I'm gonna check and see if Mark's gonna be on.
Found that nothing.
Human. Okay. Are you saying you're human? No, she said yeah.
Okay, no Sky Tour.
Bingham.
Is Mark on or no?
No.
Okay.
But we're gonna have Ken and George.
Yeah.
So you want to try to make it short, or you want to end at 5?
We can go for an hour. Keep it short today.
I understand. End at 4.
End at 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Spirits. What's your message?
Yeah. Just because there is no school, so I should be good. I'm gonna take the dogs out.
Her
Zelf uit.
before his de la
When the last spirit showed up on the radar, it was 25 yards from where I'm sitting. I guess that's close enough. I've seen it as close as 5 yards.
a mass of domain.
They've been waiting for me. Hi, spirits. And what's your message?
Stop. Today. Flower. Der Eingang des boat. Door. Het lachen echt.
Door.
Right. Yes.
Hey, Genghis, what's going on?
The over.
Leave mine.
Oh, I need to put that down here. All right.
In the
Oh no, that's not good. Hey, RL.
69. Yeah.
I didn't think you had that kind of trouble where you're at. I thought everything was fine. I thought that only happened in the cornfields up here. Yeah, I lost internet. Apparently, I lost power for a few minutes, and I didn't even know it. And my internet went out. If I wasn't at home, I would have never known it. But when I lost my connection, everything went down. Even the DirecTV went down. I think that was just an update, though.
vlees. We
Yeah. Oh, we had tornadoes all around us the other day. Well, kind of south of us. Southwest, actually.
south.
But had some up here, but not anything major.
Door.
I try to figure out how to connect my computer with Bobby so that he can run the desktop when I'm gone. Microsoft is making it really challenging. What my goal is so that I can, if I do a chatter session at the hotel, then Bobby can run the desktop and then play the YouTube channel right from the desktop. Or I can if I can figure out how to do it. But so far, haven't had any luck.
Okay.
I still got the problem with the leg, but it's not getting any worse. I guess that's a good thing. I guess they were right when they told me I had to keep my compression stockings on so it wouldn't split open again. Yeah, I would try to do it there.
And an open
Oh no, no.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just look north. Well, maybe I don't know if you're in Florida, it'd be northwest. If you're in Georgia, it'd just kind of be north. Can't remember where you're at. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're north. So you're Central Time or you're Eastern Time? Mind option. Consumption option. What would that be? Central. The only right time. Am I right? Central Time is the only right time. Anybody else that's not in Central Time, you got the wrong time. Soldier.
per
Central Time, right time.
angebracht war.
Any other time, wrong time. No offense towards anyone that's anywhere else in the world.
Bestimmt Errt.
What makes it hard is when I travel, like when I'm going to New York this next week, I have to remember that I'm not in Central Time Zone.
Israel.
While I don't have the jet lag from the hour difference in time, which isn't really that much, but still it is messing with your head. When you're thinking it's a certain time because you're used to the time, and then you're in a different location and it's an hour off, just an hour off, then it's like really confusing. Yeah, I always drive. I don't fly. I don't like flying. I'm not afraid of flying. I just don't like flying.
Look.
And I don't know if I like much staying in hotels anymore after watching this series, Hotel Murders on A&E. They come out with that right at the right time. Oh yeah, new series, Hotel Murders. Oh great. we didn't invent the longitudes.
19.
Yeah. Right. Well, longitude is a thing that happens. There are 24 different longitudes, right? I get that right. Thank you. She said, "Yeah." So that gives you the 24 hours, I guess, on the planet Earth. But actually, yeah, because we're rotating and it gives us 24 hours per day. Well, somewhat close to 24 hours. But then you were talking about the calendar and the years. The 365 days were discovered when you calculated how long it took to get around the sun. Now, I'm not 100% sure how they could even figure that one out. because the sun would look the same basically on both sides or any side that you're looking at. It's going to look like the sun. You aren't going to know what side you're on actually. So how would you even know
Going
how to tell when you get around the whole sun from point A to point A? How would you know that?
this morning.
That's something we could look into.
Going mouth touch.
Wirbelwind.
Hey, Serman.
Yeah. We had a chronometer that I actually had to carry around to each clock. Part of my job as a navigator, quartermaster, we had to make sure the timepieces were all wound up each day. Or not each day, each week. Once a week. There were 7-day clocks. So, yeah, I had to go all over the ship and do that with the box that had a chronometer in it that was perfect time as far as we know of. And this thing was, like you said, it was a special wood, and it was treated and coated and varnished and everything like that. I can't remember if it was cherry wood or if it was cedar wood. I can't remember. It was something heavy and solid. The salt water was not going to bother it for sure. I wouldn't mind having that thing if it was anywhere, probably in a museum by now, unless they sunk it with the ship. So, yeah, they ended up using my ship for target practice, and they sunk it off the coast of Hawaii. Yep, I've done that several times. I was on 2 Westbacks.
What's up?
I went across the Indian Ocean 4 times, two and then to the return, 2 and back. One time over the international date line, which I went to Australia.
And I'm back. But what's up, Genghis? What's up, RL? Please continue.
And
Sunlight.
yeah. Well, imagine when you're in the middle of the Indian Ocean and you have no land anywhere, and you have
Yeah,
100 and
probably not a guardrail do any fishing at all. It's either.
Well, no, we had it.
Yeah.
We had guardrails, Bobby.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, I think you almost fell overboard many a times.
No, I never have. I know people that did. We did lose some. We lost at least one person overboard once, I think. But in the Indian Ocean, as I was trying to say, 45 days crossing that ocean, and we had every day was 125 degrees real temperature. And who knows what the heat index was? That was real temperature. The heat index was warmer than the real temperature. So you'd probably think that maybe with the humidity you're looking at probably around 130 or whatever it was, 135 even. But I think the actual temperature though was like 125.
Yeah. Yeah. As like RL said, as long as you're at the northern part of the world, you should be okay. It's the southern is going to make you. It's going to be a little bit difficult because there's no star at the southernmost part of the charts, but there is in the north.
Well, there is, but it's not like the North Star. Okay. There's other things that are different with the sky, the way it looks too. Like what Mark was saying before, if you're in the southern hemisphere, if you see the constellation Orion, it'll be reversed or upside down or whatever. It'll be all backwards. It'll be different than what it is now.
Yeah. So well, now when you was in the service, did you actually fish or did you have people fish?
What now?
Did you ever try fishing or did you have people try to fish while being?
I knew people that did. I didn't. No, I had no need to. We had much more qualified fishermen on the ship than I was, so I didn't bother to worry about fishing.
Yeah. You probably followed Dutton's way of navigation and plotting.
We use a chart navigation system, compass, and I did actually use a sextant at one time in the nighttime for navigation.
Okay.
What a sextant is, it's a angle pointer. You got to know the names of the stars in order to be able to use it correctly.
Oh yeah, that's the one with the pencil, right?
No, it's the sextant is a scope that you use, and you have a angle bar on it where, as you're looking at the star, it'll tell you a degree of an angle, and that will tell you where you are. You have like 3 stars you shoot with that scope, and the scope is to help you tell what color the star is, and it's to tell you possibly if you know what the name of the star is. Then when you see it in the scope, you can.
Okay, so is that method still used today?
Yeah, it can be. Yeah, it's kind of like a safety thing.
You should think about what Genghis says.
This morning.
Yeah. But anyway, then you take the degree, the angle of that degree number, 45 degrees, whatever, and you set your protractor on the chart to that, and then you draw a line, whatever, and you take another star, do the same thing, and then you end up with an X from where the ship would be. Okay?
Yeah.
And then from there, then whichever way you're heading to however many miles you want to go, you draw a track called a Dead Reckoning track, a DR track, and to the point where you want to go. If you need to change direction, then you change the direction to the next leg.
Yeah.
So
Nice. So, yeah, so Ron will be leaving Friday, if that's correct.
Yep. I don't need a sextant for my travels on land.
Well, that's true. If anybody knows a convenient way to do remote shatters while he's at the hotel and while he's at Bill's, let me know because I'm trying to show him one way of doing it, but we're running into an obstacle.
Yeah, so I mean I can do the chat. We don't have to stream it here. I'm just trying to make it to where the spirits can hear themselves talk. Okay.
Yeah.
And the obviously the chatters would be done from my location at the hotels where I'm going to be at. Okay.
No, Genghis, the storm never did anything to me.
Still,
I think it barely touched me too. Yeah. So, like the way that we're supposed to be doing it is we would be using tail scale, but then we got to reconfigure his desktop in the computer part as a whole with a password. And the only way to do the password if he resets it from the Microsoft's website.
I'll have to work on that. I have to work on that.
Yes, we do.
But I'm just trying to make it to where you can access that and then you can stream the YouTube. See, my goal is to have Bobby stream the YouTube channel as I'm running the show at the hotel. And in that way, he can stream it to this desktop. Okay. And it will be live for the spirits here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Robert.
Hey, Robert, how you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, so right now we got the tail scale part done, but we just need to get the remote desktop part done.
We got it halfway set up.
Yeah.
So now another thing that I used to use, RL, let's see if you know what this is. Do you know what an alidade scope is?
Yeah. Oh, Logmein is another one, but I think you got to pay for it. I used to have the Logmein free, but in order to have more control, you got to have like a pro or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then I was thinking about TeamViewer, but then I don't know about all that either. I don't know if that's going to be doing what I want.
Yeah, TeamViewer is going to be a pain because it changes the password after the session.
And for some reason, the Microsoft desktop, it didn't keep working. It doesn't work anymore for some reason.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to find some other alternatives. That's going to be free. I don't have any money for this crap, so it has to be free.
Yeah, because so the free way of doing it is that we get a tail scale set up.
It's actually set up.
Yeah, I know that part's set up, but the other part is going to be done on Ron's end. So what he has to do is get his Microsoft account fixed and then reconfigure his computer to use the Microsoft account, and then we can just go from there.
Yeah.
And I think there's a way to do it without the need of going straight into the Microsoft website and take and I did it before. I think you just gotta go back to the login screen and tell them, hey, I forgot the password, and they'll reset it right from there.
Yeah. So, RL, do you know what a alidade scope is? ALIDADE. Alidade. Normally, it would be mounted on the gyroscope on the wing of the ship.
But no.
Who asked you?
And possibly up on the signal bridge, or yeah. All right, what the alidade scope is, it was mounted on top of the gyroscope on the wing of the ship. The gyroscope is, of course, a compass. Okay. And the alidade scope would be able to look at the shoreline, like say if you're anchored in the bay, and you can look at the shoreline at an object, say a lighthouse or a building or something that is popular and is noted on the chart. Okay. And it's no, I don't think it is. But anyway, then when you see the item that you're looking at, then you look at the dial on the gyroscope, and then it will tell you the degree number from 0 to 360. Okay. And then you'd be able to write that down, and then you'd call it into the bridge, and then they'd mark it, and then you'd do that 3 times on 1 on each side or 2 on each side, whatever. You do it 3 times, and then you'd have 3 points of reference. Then that'd tell you where you are, where your anchor is, and then of course if it moves, then you know something's up. Hey, 333. All right.
333.
And then you know you gotta reset your anchor or whatever. The alidade scope was not much fun to use when it was snowing and freezing in the Korean Bay, South Korean Bay. We were anchored out there. Remember, we just came from the hot summertime in the Indian Ocean, right? We wind up in the Korean Bay when it's wintertime. And we're anchored in the bay. Late at night, I'm keeping warm on the power supply for the radar machine, and it's nice and warm. I got my hands in my pocket. 3 o'clock in the morning. It was nice and dark. You couldn't see in front of your face. Nobody could see that I was closing my eyes and still paying attention to everything. Just standing there minding my own business. And then I knew when somebody was standing in front of me, though, and then they said, "You awake?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm awake. What are you talking about?" Of course I was awake. But anyway, as your hands are sweaty, though, and you go out there in the wintertime, and metal, of course, is frozen, and you go to grab the metal with your fingers, guess what happens to your fingers? Get stuck to the metal. And then you got to pull your fingers off the metal, and you can't wear your gloves with that because you got to make sure you have the, you got to set the focuser correctly and everything like that. and that hurts.
Lazy.
Called a little bit of frostbite on your fingertips.
Can see net.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, I might still end up getting one at the truck stop when I stop in one of those places on the way. I have always liked them, and I do like them. Now they're even better. Rand McNally or whatever it's called. I haven't had any trouble with losing my navigation system though recently, but I did have that one time when 3 tornadoes hit Bill's area. It was the first time I was going to New York, and that happened, and the phone service went dead, the radio went dead. I had no way of knowing which way I was going except for the highway. The only thing that was telling me which way I was going.
Oh, yeah, and what Genghis said, it's MapQuest.
MapQuest was like the worst in my opinion. They would have things backwards in reverse, or have some things in a totally wrong direction, or they'd have a road that wasn't there but it was supposed to be there. I never did much like MapQuest. I used to have one of those. It wasn't a big one. It was a good sized one though, but it had rings on it, for holding the pages, and you could had every state in it.
Senate by
Yeah. Well, if you ever get a chance to go by a truck stop and you look for the Rand McNally full color page, big map, I mean big book. It has every single state, has everything. Very good detail. Very well done. Good. Well, Parabox is working today. So far.
Oh, yeah.
I
I don't know, Bobby. I think we're having too much fun since I got going, huh?
Yeah. Just wanted to say,
You wanna extend it and go a little longer?
that's you.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and change it if you feel like it.
But how much for longer?
Well, you said Mark isn't on tonight, right?
Right.
Let's go to 5. Then we'll go switch it to 5. If that's all right with everybody.
Yeah. Except people won't be able to enjoy it if the waters are rough, huh? When it comes to fishing.
Won't be able to what?
If the waters are rough, they're not gonna have a good time fishing, huh?
That's right. Yeah. In the rough waters, you don't have a good time doing anything. All right, Robert. Have a good day. Hopefully you have an easy day. It's Sunday, for crying out loud. Take a break.
Yeah.
So now, Genghis, I told you about the storm I was in Hong Kong, right? Oh boy. You don't recall? Oh, I gotta tell that story then. Now, you know what kind of ship I was on? You can look it up. I said it before, but you can look it up again. Look up the USS Denver LPD 9. That was my ship for, well, 4 years. I was on, actually the end of 1980. I got about October. I got on that ship. And so I got off the ship in May of 1984. So my service time was from May of 1980 to May of 1984. Okay. USS Denver LPD 9. Yeah.
OPD 9.
LPD 9.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
They call it, I think, an amphibious. No, it's an amphibious ship, but a landing platform dock or something like that. I call it a landing personnel dock. Landing platform dock, anyway.
Yeah, mostly for like let's say for choppers and stuff.
For what?
Yeah, let's say like for helicopters and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, we can. Yeah, that was our main mode of we'd land on our flight deck. But anyway,
So this is an Austin class amphibious transport dock.
yeah, and it was 550 feet long. Our normal crew to make it run safely was 500. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
the width of it was like what, 18 frames or something like that. So imagine it's a flat hull, flat bottom ship is what I called it. All right. So any kind of wind or little bit of wave, there was rocking. It wasn't very stable to run on any, as far as to be smooth on anything.
Now, when you was on the Denver.
What?
When you was on the Denver.
I told you.
Well, I kind of forgot.
It was like I got there, I think, September or October, I can't remember now, of 1980.
1980. Oh wow.
Well, so I went through boot camp May of 1980. Got done with boot camp 8 weeks. All right, 2 months. All right, so May, June, and done with boot camp in July, right? May and June, and then the end of June, I guess, somewhere around there, I done with boot camp, or the middle of July. I can't remember exactly now. Anyway, then I went to A school, which was in Orlando, Florida, for navigation. And I had struggles trying to figure that out and learn some of the math problems and everything like that. I got through it though finally, and the first try, but it was tough. Then they sent me back to San Diego to serve on the USS Denver, and so that was about August or September. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, I was on that trip for the rest of the time. And in Hong Kong, though, we were anchored to what they call a mooring buoy. Okay? They didn't have any piers or docks to go to for the military. Some good summer reading. I highly recommend Jack London's The Cruise of the Snark. Oh, okay. All right. In any case, anchored to the mooring buoy, and we were all out on the shore having a good time. Drunk, of course, military guys, and all our Marines were out on shore doing their exercises or taking liberty, whatever. We were all on liberty, Navy was anyway. And we had the warning of the storm coming in. And that time you'd called out a typhoon, I believe. And when I did the weather readings, because that was part of my job as well, that's what I got with the wind speed and the height of the waves. I labeled it as a low-level typhoon. Well, then the weather people didn't want to scare everyone, and they decided to change it to a tropical storm, they called it. Well, let me tell you what that tropical storm did to my ship. All right, now, the ship was anchored or tied to a mooring buoy, basically. And we had a small anchor out to help keep our ship from swinging around with the wind. Okay. And the anchor that we had in the channels, they have loose sail. Wasn't really good to anchor. If you used a heavy anchor, you would dredge it and cause a big mess with destroying the channel. So we had to use that smaller anchor. But the smaller anchor was, even at that, it was $65,000 just for that small anchor. Okay. Now, what happened was the storm came in. We got called back to the ship. So we're getting ready to get underway to get out into the open water, right? But before it did that, now, in the front of the ship, if you look at it, you have what they call the jack staff, which is Navy stars, and then you had what they call a chalk that's at the bow of the ship on the surface of the deck. Solid iron. Look up what a chalk is. CHALK, not the writing chalk, but it's a guide eyelet for the chain or lines, and it goes through there. Anyway, it's solid iron. All right. And that wind came in, and this is what was tied to the mooring buoy, okay? Now, as we were trying to get underway, we didn't quite get it as quick as we wanted to. But remember, there's as many people as got back to the ship to get underway was only 250 people, crew members. Okay? So we were kind of half-staffed, if you will. And the interesting thing about what happened was this chain, the mooring chain that was tied to the buoy, cut through that solid piece of iron that it was guided through, and it broke that, and then went all the way through, broke the railings, all the way through on the bow of the ship, and then it rested on the capstan for the lines. All right, but during this whole time, it broke the chain link. Now, the chain link, one side of the chain link was as big as my thigh. All right. Now, imagine how big that chain link is. Okay. So, the one side was broken. That was on the anchored part. Okay. The one side was broken. So, we could have lost that anchor at any time. But we didn't. We saved the anchor. But that was pretty rough waters. We finally got out to open waters, and we were running parallel with the waves, and we were rolling. And I imagine a flat bottom ship. We were rolling at 37 degrees. Now imagine how weird that is. 37 degrees. Look at that on a scale. On a flat bottom surface, 37 degrees, you can reach out and touch the water. All right? Now, I was on the lee helm, which is the engine order telegraph, which was telling the engines how to set the speed of the engines. Okay? And it's basically a machine with two big handles on top of it. And you got to push on the lever, and then you move the handle to where you got to tell the engine room how to set the diesel engines on the other end of the ship. Okay. So, in any case, I'm hanging on to this thing, and the boatswain's mate that was on duty, he was like over 250 pounds, but he had his feet wet, and as he stepped on the flooring and when he stepped on deck on the bridge, his boots were wet, of course, and he went sliding, and he hit the wall, the bulkhead, really hard. All you heard was a thump. Are you okay? Yeah, he was okay, but man, he had a hard fall and even a harder hit on that bulkhead. And man, I tell you, that was rough. But then we ended up turning into the swells, and we had water going over the signal bridge. Now, if you look at that ship, Genghis, you can see what I'm talking about, how high that water would have to go over the signal bridge. But again, when you look at that ship and you think about 37 degrees roll, 37 degree roll, think of how steep that angle is on that ship. All right. No, this was a real life thing that I went through. So, if y'all want to try that someday, you're in the open water. You have nowhere to hide. Oh wow. Okay. And it was kind of rough. I mean, I wasn't afraid of dying or anything like that, but I said, "Okay, God, I'm ready. Let's go." I wasn't afraid. I was ready. And I was only 20 years old at that time. So, if it was 81 that happened, I get the years confused which one that was, because we had another one that we had kind of messed up from the storm as well. But this one was the worst one. But I actually had to write a report about that in the deck log, and I was able to find it at one point, and it was what I had written down. That was my job also, to write the report of the ship's activities. So, but yeah, anyway, we got through it. Went back and got the rest of our Marines and the rest of the crew, and then we went on to Australia. Yeah, maybe. Well, they have the new USS Denver design, or the new LPD, rather the new LPD design, and it looks interesting. I don't know, but I'm serious when I could look out the side of the ship, either side, and if I was standing out there, hanging on to the railing on the wing, I could actually touch the water. That's how far it was rolling. So, and that's not an imagination. That's actually what it was. Well, the goal of the ship that I was on is we could go into shallow water and we can deballast and let the water come into our well deck, and then we can get the Marines onto the shore. And that was that was the purpose of this particular style of ship. Okay. And each one of those little beach craft that the Marine had, they held like, I don't know, 100 some Marines, and other things that they carried. But yeah, so, and we had like 3 or 4 of those craft inside the well deck. Who had a cat that died? Probably. Wait, Maria was just talking about a cat that she had passed away. Hey, wait a minute. That's weird. Kind of a quiet day here. So anyway, I have no desire to go on any kind of a cruise with anyone or anything at any time. Haunting. Huh? I said kind of quiet, and they say haunting. But I ended up finishing up watching the series called Evil on Netflix. If you guys want to watch a good movie, oh man, a good series. It has a lot of twists and turns and things that you question. Yeah. And the one before that I watched, it was called The Three Body Problem. Look that one up too. That's another one. There's kind of two phases in that one, though. You got to figure out what you're watching. And then I started watching last night. I started watching one called 1899, and it's about the before the Titanic, but it was about a ghost ship and stuff. And you got to watch it. You'll figure it out pretty quick. But it looks pretty darn good. And I just got through the first couple of shows of that one. But that evil, oh man, that one evil, it's weird. Yep, I have Amazon Prime, but I was watching Netflix, so I have just about every movie thing you can find. And when you go traveling across the country, sometimes the hotel channels you can't figure that crap out. And then you can't remember what time it's on because you're in a different time zone. So I just turn on my computer and I can watch whatever I want. The what? I gotta wait for it to move. That heart's right in the way. I still gotta figure out how to remove that heart. There's a way to do it. Oh yeah, the rig. Okay. Yeah, good point, RL. Yeah. Now, last year when I was at Gettysburg Battlefield Bash, and I stayed at the Gettysburg hotel they had picked for it. Yeah, they still talk about it, but look, they're talking about crime. They're just talking about evil, and they said talk crime. Oh boy. But I didn't have much happen there except I had a dark smoke that went across the room and it actually dimmed the TV light. And then I saw a silvery, sparkly thing that chased the dark smoke out of the room. I couldn't figure all that out. I really couldn't. But before all that, though, it was weird. I had somebody knock at my door. And this was on the Sunday after everybody had already left. I was the only one there. And everyone already left on Sunday afternoon to go to another location. I stayed there. And I had someone knock on the door, right? And I go and look at the door, see who's there. Nobody there. I go walking down the hall to the elevator where that's the only place where they would go. Nobody there. Nobody in sight. What that knock was about, I have no idea. And it was in the late evening. But everyone says, don't answer the door if somebody's knocking on the door. After hours. Yeah, so this year, though, I think in July when we go to Gettysburg, I plan on doing at least one good tour that somebody can explain to me what the heck I'm looking at. When I tried to do the National Cemetery by myself, and I was doing the driving tour, I couldn't handle it by myself. It was pretty darn freaky. I didn't have any major sightings. I just had feelings about negative feelings. about all the suffering and dying.
My door.
And I had the anxiety of having to get out of there. So I didn't even finish the door. I just said, forget it, I'm out of here. And of course, families have their kids there and they're enjoying the park and enjoying the whatever, the history and things like that. And they have no clue. They have no clue at all. Of course, they're just kids, so they're there with the families, and maybe the parents don't know either, but the kids probably wouldn't know anyway. And yeah, so I don't know. I didn't like it when I went. I don't remember if we went there, but I know when we went to New York and Washington D.C. and all that stuff, and I was 10 years old then. I didn't have any desire. All I remember was it was hot, humid, and it was no fun at all as a 10-year-old.
Prophet.
Hi, Spirits. What's your message? Huh. Thank you. Two spirits within 25 yards. Wow. Holy cow.
To fight. Sitting.
There's a bridge that there's a lot of activity at Gettysburg. I can't remember what the heck the name of the bridge is. I know Todd knows. Todd and Carmela, I know they know. So I'll have to ask them what the name of that bridge is. And there's something about a barn too, where they used to do the firing squad at. Oh, they did? I missed it. They say his name a lot.
Up here, it's just I'm a little bit busy at the moment.
What now?
Up here, I'm just one of the radio stations on shortwave or is missing today.
Oh. Oh boy. IndyCar racing. What the hell? Where's NASCAR at? Just had a wreck on the Indy circuit. All right. Oh, there's NASCAR. I was gonna say it was supposed to be the All-Star race today. Can't hardly find anything anymore. There, now they just said Bobby again. RL, did you hear that again? They just said it again.
God.
Yeah, the USS Denver was actually decommissioned quite a while ago, but it was put to rest just recently.
Daar zit
Yeah, now it's like the remember in the fish tanker you put your tassel in there for the fish, for the goldfish. Yeah, it's like that. Kind of sad though to know that I lived on that ship for 4 years. Well, 3.5 years, whatever. That's well, they just said my name now.
And everything is all but stories, since the Wikipedia only gives you key moments.
Wikipedia, what?
Wikipedia only gives you key moments. Yeah, all right. All right.
Where you gotta go somewhere?
Nah, I just got to go get my grub.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Just imagine how much that ship costs to build and how much it costs to run each year. And then just like that, they sink it like it's nothing. So everyone does know that there's supposedly a conspiracy theory about the Titanic. And of course, you know that there was more than one ship that was like that, right? That was the famous one, apparently. But there were like at least, well, at least one other ship, but there might have been 2 other ships in that design. All right. Shadow.
Yeah, I was getting me some dinner. I heard that it was used in a sink. Your ship that you was on, it was used for a sinking exercise. So it's pretty much at the bottom right now.
Yeah, my ship is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said,
Thing of
on Wikipedia it shows you key moments, but your stories are fascinating.
Yeah, I don't know if that typhoon record would be in that list of stories. But I know I lived it, and that's actually documented in one of the reports that I read online. So it is there.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't get the horse race that we watched yesterday, Bobby. That was kind of crazy. 2-minute race, and it's like those people spend all weekend putting that thing together.
Yeah, no.
And then they spend all day at the track, drinking and having fun and everything like that. It's only a 2-minute race.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
Could be a
I
channel.
think I
It might.
read something that Mystic Dan is supposed to be well known of sloppy conditions.
Yeah.
But following second, that's something.
Now he's got to start over, right? His clock is reset. He has to start over for the 3 in a row.
Yeah. I was told for 6 years, whoever wins the Kentucky Derby never gets the Belmont. Or the
Oh wow.
Preakness.
Well then
Well,
that.
let's say the Preakness. We're yet to get to the Belmont.
Well, that pretty much tells us it's true, right? That statement is true.
Yeah. I either get it off of Microsoft Start or I get it like off of Google Take whatever it's called. It's like a little thing. Like when you get to the first page of your home screen, you just swipe it to the right and it gives you like the stories and stuff. I forgot what it was called, but yeah.
Do you get where's the line?
Well, that Triple Crown won't be made today or this time because the guy that won the Kentucky Derby didn't win Preakness.
Yeah.
That gray horse, though, that gray horse wanted to win. That guy wanted to run. And some horses don't like running in a messy track or on a messy track. Some horses don't care.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. So like, what happened? Yeah, but the jockey is more proficient when it comes to these types of races. I mean, he can calculate what the horses are going to be doing, and then he just counteracts it. That's what I was told. The jockey knows how to get into the minds of the horses and of the jockeys. That's why he was able to get he was able to get greatness.
Yep. Now they want a card. Nope, I'm not gonna give you a card.
Woedevol. Loneliness. Most of the place.
That's cool.
Het lachen.
Yeah.
Here's my people.
Beautiful.
Dat
Over. No.
und auf
Mag mij toch.
Myra. Golf. Illusionen.
Tree.
The great. Nederig.
It's like,
Hello. That was a weird. Sound like someone knocking on a door.
That would be worse.
Hun
Utility. Years.
was on flying
Oh.
on the not one.
Man. Wow. You're showing a history thing of a bad storm they had
Yeah.
in North Carolina.
I have to be a little bit on off when it comes to racing. Any kind of racing. It could be car racing, it could be horse racing.
Among
Hi, Spirits. What's your message? Wow, that's a long one.
Lily.
Lily. Who's Lily?
I know Lily.
You know Lily?
Yeah.
You are
One of my former branch president's daughters.
Okay. Well, that one Spirit was 25 yards, within 25 yards for 40 seconds, and it said Lily. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't get to meet him so often after he got released. I heard he actually. I need to talk to his father because his father still comes to our meeting house. Ever since they realigned the borders. See, before then we had all the way up to pretty much at least to Centerville, and that's it. The new borders get you as far as the Baldwin in Sheraton.
I had that saved at one point. I don't know if I'd have it saved now, though.
Yeah. Oh, and once we get that working with the RDP and stuff, we're gonna try to make it work on your laptop.
What now?
You're gonna have to install the app, the tail scale on your laptop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We don't have to do it on the phones, but I heard the phones are great too.
Token of that.
Yes. Well,
And what's also good about Tailscale is you really don't have to have a router. It's like a virtual wide area network that you can deal with.
Okay.
See, I could be so like if I'm gonna be using some remote control apps,
Yeah.
I can configure one for my computer, and then I could just leave the home connected to the Tailscale, and I can be listening to the like whatever I want, all while I'm going the extra mile.
That's not a good picture of it, though. But that's it.
Yeah.
I wanted to show them that picture when I was on the bridge. I have it somewhere, but I can't remember where it's at on the computer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can look up the cruise book for the LPD-9, the U.S. September LPD-9 for 1981
Yeah.
Westpac cruise book.
Yeah, hold on. I just
And you look under the navigation department, and then you look at the last page of that book, I think it is, and that, or the last picture of that division, maybe. Anyway, you'll see me at Lee Helms during one of those operations, like the unrep detail, which is unreplenishment detail, where you bring things onto the ship for supplies. Holy cow, what's up?
whoa.
You bring on the supplies from another ship. But that's about it. Usually anywhere from 6 to
40.
at least 6 hour ordeal, maybe longer. They're starting their engines, Bobby. They're getting ready.
Oh, there. Oh, I didn't know they were
NASCAR.
getting started.
NASCAR All-Star Series on Fox Sports 1, I think 219, I think I found it. You know the Spirits like the racing, right?
Yeah.
They liked the horse racing yesterday.
So, seven,
Hey.
16, number
Weather.
Cincuenta.
Oh. Where?
Spacecraft.
What is your favorite Allstate character?
What?
What's your favorite Allstate character?
Favorite what character?
Your favorite character from Allstate, those Allstate commercials.
I don't know.
Kind of like the Mayhem, the one that plays the one like Mayhem.
Yeah.
He does a lot of chaotic stuff just to mess them up.
Oh yeah. I do like that. Yeah.
Okay, what about the Geico?
The area.
Of course, the gecko.
Uh, I, okay.
Because why would a lizard be needing insurance anyway?
Why would a pig would need it too, like Maxwell? Maxwell the pig,
Yeah.
the woodchucks.
True.
I like Maxwell the pig.
11,
Lamp.
It's too bad I can't say the same about progressive commercials. The same boring types of people that's wearing those vests and stuff. Trying to
Yeah.
Well, I think it was that way prior to the introduction of Flo and Jamie and the others.
No.
I just can't remember. Probably no one. Probably some idiot blaring the music for no apparent reason I can hear it.
Should be a law against that, I thought.
Yeah. I remember I was still living in Patterson. We thought it was some interference from the cable television,
Yeah.
but we found out that we had a tattoo parlor across the street.
Oh
I
no.
mean, it was a flea market and a tattoo parlor, and then it became a floor shop.
Oh boy.
So this was during whenever it was a tattoo parlor. They were blaring it so darn loud that I just had to have no choice. I had no choice. I had to stitch them.
C'est important.
Julia?
Julia. Who's that?
And then I had and then going into a dollar store while still living in Patterson, someone was doing 60 and a 25.
Oh wow.
Just to try to get to the store, get what she wants, and try to get Bobby his kid back from school. And it didn't turn out well.
I guess not.
Yeah, it's the joy of getting into news for such a stupid thing as that.
Yeah.
No black.
Well, they're racing now.
Yeah. You do know that I'm about 2 to 3 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Ungefähr.
I have a nice looking oval for a speedway.
Affectant.
Not.
Ein
60.
Oh yeah, we're about ready to get started.
Clear.
Ooh, 100 circles.
Wat?
Ogenblik zoek.
And it's such a short track for it, so this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
An welchem müsst ihr haben?
Wow. 444. We made it.
Yep, 444. 444.
It tried to sneak past
We
me
almost
again.
missed it. We almost
Yeah, I know.
missed
I caught it.
Yes, no.
it. We almost.
Yes.
Not too bad. I caught it.
Said I.
1670.
1670. What?
Das Auto.
One.
Hello.
That's not bad. We're getting like close to 2 hours, close to 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wilderness.
Flagslag.
Aren't the guns going to predict a crash or what?
What now?
The ghosts are predicting a crash?
I don't know.
What?
Das so hört.
A very short track. You gotta be like really careful. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but once you get to halfway of the race, you gotta take a pit stop.
Right down.
Yeah. I would agree.
Oh. It's gonna
Daniel.
1550.
1550.
Yes. If you're not careful, you crash. I think you have to stop the race just to clear it and then restart it.
Yeah.
Six,
Something's going on with one of the floors.
Wilderness.
Yep, these NASCAR races are much longer than the horse races.
Yeah. If you think that's boring, you need to go back to school. This. All right, 10 more minutes.
Yep. Where are they at? I can't remember. Whoa.
Quebec. Failed.
Too late. Geöffnet. Und abgeneigt.
Hello.
With a door.
Hello. Errt, can you show up on the radar one more time, please?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that, Bobby. Come on, show
Oh,
up.
here we go. Here we go.
Radar alert. Oh, it didn't show up that time, though. It made the sound, but didn't show up. That was weird.
Yeah.
But hey, that's pretty darn close. Do that one more time, but show up on the radar, please. Yeah. One more time.
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, this is an open race. This is not like a full race.
What now?
This is an open race. It's not the official race. But
I thought it was the All-Star race.
yeah, but this is an all-star open race. And it said at the bottom, the first two and whoever the fans want them in will go to the main all-star.
Okay. Well, Spirits, one more try on the radar, please.
Слышь, тихо.
One more try. And change that word court if you want.
Yeah.
Start.
Oh, excuse me.
See here. 17.
Clients who are
You say you near the
podcast change.
Right out there, man.
21. Oh, sorry. Three, six, hombre. Three,
And that Gibbs is something.
Yeah.
That Gibbs. Well, 457.
Yep, I'm watching. Ready to check out here in a second here. All right, spirits, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day. We got about 10 seconds before it changes.
no,
We had a great discussion.
Yeah.
Done.
All right. Thank you, spirits.
Ooh.
goodbye.
Oh, Rick. What happened? Hold on. I'll get there in a minute, Bobby. Hold on. Wait, stop that first. Then we close it. Then we close that one. Ah, that's how you mean it. All right, hold on. Oh wait, I want to go here. There we go. All right.
Look, collision.
Now you go.
Why did they not show you the full?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Uncle, I'm trying to do a show.
And that's the pros reminding you that you should continue listening and watching your Errt Radio, your favorite device on Mixer, Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Trouble, Odyssey, and Rumble. And donate while you can by going to ertradio.com and hit that big PayPal button. Because if you do not, I'll come in my spaceship. I will beam you up, and you better pray to your God because you know what's going to happen to you and your wallet. Thank you.
All right. Oh, you got excited on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you everyone tuning in. We'll see you all next time. Have a great rest of your weekend. I know it's Sunday now. It's already over. But anyway, have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.
Yes, thank you for watching.